listeners, to the first edition of In the Crease with Ztending. I'm your host, Coach Z, and in today's episode we're going to talk about Movember, mental focus, and we're going to break down a video about low shots. We're also going to go around the rink and ask, who is your favorite goalie? As you all know, the month of Movember is the month where men grow facial hair on their upper lips to raise awareness for prostate cancer. Such NHL players as Princeton alum George Paris have had facial hair on the top of the lips forever and pretty good at growing at it, unlike some who are not very good at growing mustaches. Some goalies in the NHL has also attributed the awareness of prostate cancer and have their masks painted that way, such as Tim Thomas and Jonas Hiller. However, most don't know that November is also RSD Awareness Month. For those of you who are asking, what is RSD? Well, I have a mini documentary here made by Ashley McCann that we're going to take a look at real quick, just to give you a little bit of understanding what RSD is. Enjoy.
Having a mom with RSD has been pretty hard through the years. She first hurt herself when I was 8. So basically it was me and my dad taking care of my 2 little brothers.
It's a disease, but it doesn't kill you. It's something that sometimes can give you pain, and if you're in the hot, you're cold, and if you're in the cold, you're hot.
It's a disease that can take over your entire body and cause great pain like you've never felt before.
Can't even touch, if you touch it wrong, then it'll kill her. Her skin is very sensitive, and sometimes she can't even wear socks because the pressure around her foot is I don't even know how to describe it.
It makes you very sick. She's in pain and she cries.
It was pretty hard at first, just trying to figure everything out. And then eventually we had to move because it was pretty hard to live in California when your dad's not working, because he has to help your mom because she can't bathe by herself, she can't go to the bathroom, she can't care for a baby. There was nothing she could do.
I injured my back after delivering my son and ripped a bunch of muscle and tendon off of my fascia, which I guess everything holds on to, and my pubic bone. It started out in my, I'm not sure actually if it started in my back or in my arm, because I had 2 different injuries where all of my veins collapsed in my arm and my arms were completely black. So generally you get RSD in your arm or hand first, I guess, I don't know. So, but I have it all on my right side, in my face, in my ear, my jaw, and a little bit on my left side.
When she walks hunched over, and it hurts.
She likes to have a couple of soda, so it makes her feel better.
The biggest, I guess, red flag would be an injury that has lasted way longer than it should, and it numb, stiff, burning, anything, it just hurts.
I think it's not just hockey, it's just anything that you guys do that brings a smile to my face, that completely erases anything, any kind of pain, anything. That's the best feeling in the whole world. Tattoos, I guess, would be hitting the nerve endings, so any damage to nerve endings would cause me a lot of pain. Even though if the Flyers win the Stanley Cup, I'm getting the Stanley Cup underneath my Flyers tattoo. That's just has to happen. I'm already in pain. I can take a little bit more, I think.
It was hard to explain to doctors that didn't know what the disease was, and to have them either understand it or, I guess, believe it was really difficult. What really helped me through this whole battle, I guess you could say, was my family. I depended on them, and they had to depend on me, and I couldn't. I had to depend on them. So now they know that the roles have reversed and it's back to how it's supposed to be. They can depend on me, and I can let them do what they have to do.
She is my mom, and I don't want anybody in this family to ever get hurt.
Because it's my own mommy, and I love her so much.
Like, what's going on in her head, how she must feel, and the fact that nobody understands what the disease is. Okay.
For more information on RSD awareness, visit www.rsdhope.org. Now until our main topic of discussion, mental focus. The old saying is still true to this day. A goalie's game is 80% mental and 20% physical. A goalie must have tough skin. A goalie faces, tons of shots a game, and at the end of the day, they're the ones solely responsible for making those saves. And it's highly criticized position, one of the highest criticized position in all sports in around the world. And one thing that help with this is I'm going to go through a couple of techniques that I've learned throughout the years and I use personally to help raise my concentration in games and practices. The main focus is, just like you warm up your body, you must warm up your brain. Your brain sends your muscles the signals of what to do. So if you're just warming your body, then you're forgetting the most key part of your warm-ups. First, let's talk about visualizing the puck. Before the game or practice, just start easy. Visualize the puck. That's what you're going to be staring at the whole entire game, 60 minutes or however many minutes you're playing for your games. Simply start by grab a puck and just stare at it for a while. Close your eyes, then picture just a puck. Feel the puck in your hands. Know the weight of it. And then move on, progress to visualizing the puck moving throughout the rink. As you get through that, you'll see that when you get on the ice, your puck tracking skills are going to be that much better because before the game, you were already focusing on it. And the next level is mental movies. Mental movies is purely visualizing yourself making the correct saves possible to and best effort that you need to give out there in the game or practice. By doing this, you're just simply make sure, just keep it simple from the beginning. Don't start a crazy advance, but keep focus on your fundamentals, on your angles, square, covering good depth. Is your skating crisp, clean? Are you bobbing up and down where you skate, or are you staying composed? Little things like that, just keep it simple, and it's going to keep your game more well-rounded out there on the ice. And you're going to be doing those correct saves out there on the ice by visualizing them before the game. Last and not least is positive talk. This can help you before and during a game, simply by talking to yourself and staying positive. You don't want to have negative thoughts in your head. You want to stay positive throughout the whole entire game and practice. If you stay positive, your brain is going to be more acceptable to coaching. Also, you can rebound from goals much quicker. As a coach, I hate seeing goalies cursing, banging their stick, and yelling, and being over emotional about a goal or something that didn't go their way. One thing to help on that is positive talk. All right, recognize why the goal went in. Okay, talk to yourself. Positive influence. I need to push over a little bit quicker, and whatever you have to tell yourself to fix that. And then as soon as that face-off is ready at center ice, you are focused on the next shot. You're not dwelling on the past, but because you're giving yourself positive talk and positive influence and ready for the next shot. All these things on mental focus are going to help you be that much stronger mentally in games and practices, and it's going to bring your level of play up another notch that that physical training can't do. All right, but you have to make sure you put in the effort for mental focus training. In this portion of In the Crease with Ztending, we're going to go around the rink at a lesson I have, and I would ask them, who is your favorite goalie? Let's watch and find out. All right, who's your favorite goalie?
Hextall.
Hextall.
Yeah.
Why Hextall?
Because he was my favorite goalie because he played better than anybody else.
Okay. You know, Hextall was before you were born, right?
Yeah.
So, what else do you like about Hextall?
He would fight a lot.
So you liked him because he fight?
Yeah. And I had his number on my jersey.
Very cool, very cool. Anything else? Who do you like current NHL goalie?
Tim Thomas.
What about Tim Thomas?
I just think he's really good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you like about him?
I just think he's really good.
Who's your favorite goalie?
My favorite goalie would have to be Carey Price. He plays the same type of style that I play, and I try to incorporate some of his techniques into my game, as in like blocking. Because I would say I'm a pretty blocking goalie, and just use my size to my advantage like he does.
Perfect.
I say Carey Price.
Why Carey Price?
I don't know, I just like the way he plays.
He's always what?
In position.
Okay. Now it's my favorite goalie. Current NHL goalie that is definitely my favorite right now is Jonathan Quick. And he is just that. He is quick. He has some of the best lateral mobility in the game, also Fleury as well. But Jonathan Quick definitely is my favorite because, you know, when there's a pass across from east-west and then, you know, he's got to make this big, huge push. And what looks to be a desperation save is a normal, you know, everyday in the office type push. And he gets over there and covers almost the whole entire net. And one thing he uses that Ninamaki also uses, he uses that big deep split, gets the gloves and stick over there as well. And it looks like he's making a desperation save, but it's just not that. It's a textbook technically sound save that he uses in his game that will have shooters second guessing, you know, open net shots and have them fire them a little bit quicker because they know that Jonathan Quick will get there even though the shooter sees open net. Okay, now for our video breakdown. We're going to talk a little bit about low shots using the glove and blocker and the stick on the ice. Let's take a look. If you slide down, all right, once you get back up and make sure you get right back to the center. Okay, I'm not too crazy worried about your angle. I want you mostly get down, both legs forward, look it right into your blocker and send it right in the corner, all right? Low shots coming on you. Butterfly is the best safe selection you can use. Make sure you keep your upper body composed. I don't want you sitting down your butterfly. Just in case it does get tipped, you have your upper body covering the upper portion of the net. Also, best thing about the butterfly when it does come in, if any chance it does get deflected, we have the lower portion of the net covered. Let your legs do the work. Watch the puck all the way into you. I can't stress that enough. When that puck is coming into you, don't focus on the next shot. Don't focus on the future. Focus on stay in the present. Watch that puck all the way into you. Use your stick in a semicircle fashion and direct the puck to the corners. Hopefully off the glass, makes it hard for the other team to get the puck. Or, best case scenario, out of the rink, get yourself a face-off. Don't just let the puck hit your pad if you get your stick on the puck, you will prevent rebounds, bad rebounds going into the front, giving the other team another chance to score a goal. Put it to the corner. Make your job easy. Also, low blocker saves, make sure you direct it to the corner. Watch it all the way into your blocker. Rotate your wrist. Put it to the corner. Don't jab at it and put it out front, but you want to rotate your wrist to the outside and direct it right to the corner. Thank you for watching In the Crease with Ztending. I'm your host, Coach Z. In next week's episode, we're going to talk about good D communication. We're going to break down a video of shooter's illusion, and we're also going to take your question of the week. To submit your question, go to our website and fill out the contact information, or just send an email to info@ztending.com. Send your question to us either through an email, or you can even send us a video as well. It doesn't anything pertaining to goaltending, and we'll try and answer as many as we can possible, and maybe your question will be featured on next week's show. Another thing I want to talk about is off-ice conditioning. A good friend of Ztending's is Revolution Condition, and she does a great work. She has a YouTube channel. I want you all to check out some of her drills and just watch a couple of her videos. She's got a lot of great stretches and off-ice drills to do during season, off-season, all of that, and some of the drills that Ztending also uses themselves. Also, if you want more news on goaltending, go to ingoalmag.com. Right, they have tons and tons of great articles. They even get a chance to interview current NHL goalies. And last but not least, Princeton Women's Ice Hockey is playing Cornell and Colgate this weekend. Friday against Cornell 7 o'clock. Saturday against Colgate at 4 o'clock. Free admission. Watch Coach C on the bench. You're probably not going to be watching me. You're probably going to be watching the girls kick butt in the game. And once again, it's free and it's a great time. Thank you. Live, love, learn hockey. I'm your host, Coach C.